What's going on? We're back for another amazing episode of the Innovator Hour, and I got a very special guest in the building, man. I got my bro, DNA. What's going on, bro?
What's good with it, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. First off, I want to say it's a pleasure and a blessing to have you here, bro. Thank you for coming and fuck with me today, bro.
What's that, bro?
Off tops. So to start off, can you let the people know where you're from and where they can find you on social media?
I'm living in Denver right now, but you know I'm a Cali boy forever. You can find me at DNA Picasso. That's DNA Picasso everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, motherfucking Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
So tell people about like what it was like for you growing up and like what it was like what cities you've been living in. You've been living in different cities. Tell people about that.
Yeah, man. I was born in New York, in Harlem Hospital, actually.
New York.
Yes, sir. Lived in Brooklyn for a little bit with my twin brother. We was in the foster care, system, and we ended up getting adopted at almost when we were 6. We moved to California out here. In the IE, moved to Ontario specifically. I moved around, bounced around from like Ontario to like Pasadena to like Riverside, and then when I was 16, I moved out to Denver. So I've been living in Denver since then.
And what has living in Denver been like for you?
It's been like a peace of mind, if anything. You know, so
really?
I've been able to focus, get shit done, get work done, but it's also not as fast paced as LA or New York.
Yeah, LA always moving, always got to be doing figure out what the next thing is popping out here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's good that you can come to LA like you are now, but also leave and get a break from it.
Most get a break. Like I was telling him earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get love in Denver. Like yeah. I'm running shit in Denver, but like, what's that? Like nobody, do you know anyone who's made it out of Denver?
Not really, nah.
When I asked you what you thought of Denver, what you
Broncos.
say? The Broncos. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't think of anybody coming out of Denver. So like, you know, like I might be running shit in Denver, but that's why I'm trying to be out here, you know, making moves and shit.
And expand the brand, of course.
Yes, sir.
Why the name DNA?
It's my initials.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Yeah.
I fuck with that heavy. When did you start making music, bro?
Man, I started making music. I used to be a drummer back in like 7th grade.
For real?
Yeah,
That's tight.
And in the band in my school. Out here in I went to Mariloma Middle School in Mariloma out here in California.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I went from that to like writing songs. I was doing shit to like try to get girls, writing songs and shit for these bitches.
You was writing songs for girls?
Yeah, I was writing songs for girls. I used to swear I was an R&B singer, but nah.
For real?
Hell nah. I figured that shit out quick. But then, you know, I started making like really actually recording music in high school. I didn't really take it that seriously. I was running track, playing football. I was more in like the athlete mindset. Yeah. And I went to college and I started really, really doing music. I was running track out there as well. But some shit happened with track and, you know, music was like what I ran to. You know what I'm saying? Like she was kind of crumbling with school and shit like that. And then music was just like that shit. And I was just like, I'm moving back to Colorado. I'm about to just
focus on the music.
I was in Nebraska at the time. So if you can imagine, like, even going from Colorado to Nebraska, like I was like, nah, bro, there's nothing out there.
No times.
So,
do you remember the first song you ever made?
Shit, I do. What
was it?
The first song I ever made, I think I was on the T-Pain app.
Ah, yeah, that app used to go crazy.
It used to go crazy. I was in there swearing I was Lil Wayne.
I done dibbled and dabbled with that app for sure.
Yeah, so I think I just made a song over one of the beats I had on that app. I was showing all my homies at school and shit.
That's hella funny.
Right.
What is something that influenced you to make music?
You know, I always wanted to have a voice, you know, more than anything. And I've always been a writer.
Yeah.
A creative writer at that. So I like to, you know, really put my stories on paper. And I know that other people can relate to it. So, like, you know, I just want to be that voice for folks that I know, you know, might be going through the same shit I'm going through.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
I think anyone could appreciate that. And I think the biggest thing that I realize with music is when the artist figures out what's their sound and what they like, they don't got to change it. People will naturally like come to it because they'll just resonate. It will resonate with them. So, and when I listened to your music, I was fucking with it. I was like, okay, people gonna come fuck with this, bro, for real.
Oh yeah.
So I want to ask you, what artists did you grow up listening to?
Man, you know, I would say Lil Wayne was my most, like my biggest influence back then. I was bumping Lil Wayne everything.
Yeah.
Everything. But really like Lil Wayne, T.I., Kanye West, were like my go-tos back in the day. You know, they were the ones who I was like watching their music videos every single day.
Weezy,
Like,
Kanye West.
damn.
You ain't listening to no Gucci?
Yeah. Bro, I didn't actually get into Gucci until I was in like high school, and I can actually appreciate that shit. I don't know. I thought it was trash back in the day, and I was wrong for that shit. Wrong.
I want to ask you, why is it important for people to work towards the long run instead of working towards like overnight success?
I mean, if you get it overnight, you know, that's cool. But like, I feel like a lot of people who get it don't know how to keep it.
Yeah.
You know, and longevity is my thing for sure, because, you know, I just want to show that there was a journey involved. You know, I'm not eager to make it. I mean, if I made it tomorrow, yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in it for the long run. So I think it's good for every artist to be in the long run too, because like I feel like this music shit is really like you know, phases in your life, and this changes. You go through changes. You know, like my style might switch up a little bit. I might switch up the content I'm talking about in my music, but it'll always be me. But the fans will be able to see that journey the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you sent me the 2 records that we finna get into, but do you have a project out or anything right now that you want to talk about? Let's talk about it.
Man, I just dropped the album October 8th.
Yeah,
man. And that shit been going crazy.
What was the
bro.
name of the project?
It's called For the Record.
For the Record. Why that name?
I just wanted to show people that, like, for the record, I'm out here.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm out here for real. Got 9 tracks on it. It's just going crazy, bro. Crazy.
Who did production on the project?
Mordem, the homie out in Spain. Never been to the States. My homie Kavi, young dude, man, 16, went to my old high school. He just dropped out, and he out here doing his music shit. So
yeah.
Shout out to him. And then the homie Sid, MF Kid, he produced that Mood track that I sent you.
And are there any features?
Yeah, I got some features on there. I got Jag, South Central Jag. He's from out here in L.A., Compton to be exact. I got Lil Cobain on there.
Yeah.
I got Schreiben. I got K.O. Man. He's from Miami. I got some fellow Denver artists, Oxy or AP and Trace.
That's tight.
J Triple on there too.
And it's that project. The project is out everywhere.
Yeah.
For the record, Apple Music, Spotify.
Yeah, all that.
Make sure y'all go check that shit out right now. For the record, it's everywhere. I want to ask you, what is your process like for selecting beats and working on lyrics for your songs?
Man, it's a crazy process. Honestly, like, I'm the type, I don't like really to sit with the producer while he makes the beats.
You don't?
I don't.
Why is that?
I just find it tedious. I'm more of like I don't feel like I need the producer to make shit like centered around my sound. Like if I fuck with it, I'm gonna put my sound on it. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, let me see the catalog. Let me see the catalog. You got 20 beats you can play me right now. Damn, I might fuck with 8 of them. Let's go. Let's hit the studio rather than like taking 6 hours to make 8 beats or something like that or whatever.
It's funny that you say that. Most artists would say they would rather sit in the studio, but I understand because, especially if you already like the producer.
Yeah.
You don't really care to sit down. Now, if he sits down and make a beat for you, cool. But if you already like his sound, what the beats you got, and then we can work.
Exactly. I like to cut time in half. I know you already got 100 beats in this folder. You know what I'm saying? Just let me hear it. Let's go.
Exactly. I want to ask you, what is one of the most surreal moments you've had so far since you've been making music?
Man, being on stage in front of over 1,000 people for the first time, this shit was wild to me. I've done a couple shows this year. I opened up for like YB in the Mirror, Chief Keef, P&B Rock, stuff like that. But just being on stage and seeing the reaction they gave me, it felt like it was my show.
Yeah, that's love.
And like that shit was like when I knew that this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
For real.
That's big, bro. I think that's dope as hell. And of course, when anything like, when it comes to something like music, you put so much time and effort into it. So you get that response back. I can only imagine how good it feels. Because it's like, man, I've been working. I've been putting in the time to not only get it out there, but get people to fuck with it.
Yeah.
So then when you get that feeling, it's like, we got it, and we can build on that shit from there.
Right.
And it only to me excites you for the future. Like, all right, well,
it does.
Fucking with that, let's keep building on it. Let's make it bigger and better.
Exactly. You know that it's not, the end result, but you know when you get that recognition, that it's like every artist wants it, every creative wants that recognition. Like when you're putting in hard work into something, you want people to be like, "Man, that shit goes. That shit's tight.
No, off tops.
I see you." Yeah.
Off tops.
Yeah.
I want to ask you. Tell me about a challenging obstacle you faced in your music career, and how did you overcome that?
I think the biggest challenge I've ever had was, I would say there's two of them. When I dropped out of college and came home, I had this mindset that I was just finna make it over like overnight.
Yeah.
I was about to fuck school. I'm coming home. I'm about to just make it. And that's not what happened. I came home. My dad was like, "You can't live here no more. You ain't going to school no more. Oh, well, you ain't trying to do what I say. So you can do what you want, but you can't do it here." So I ended up leaving. Had to get a job. I was actually sleeping in my car for a little bit. To the homie let me stay in the crib, but I wasn't making no music for like damn near close to a year. Just getting my money right, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel like I was going through like a lot of things mentally, like I had a lot of self-doubt, low key. But I had to get through that adversity, and I got through it, and like there's no fear in me at all, because I remember being scared. You know what I'm saying? So like I had to like get through that and like understand that anything that I want I could do and create, like literally. Like I'm in Denver, I just flew to LA, and now I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I could have easily been like, "Nah, the ticket's too expensive," or "This, I don't want to pay for that." Like, nah, fuck it. Just do it.
Make it happen.
And that's what I've been doing. Like with everything, like the visuals that I put out, like I would rather go spend all my money on studio time and visuals and stuff that I need to do to create content than go buy weed or go buy Balenciagas. I don't give a fuck about that right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I feel that 100%, because it's like at the end of the day, you're investing into yourself. So all the money you put into your content, into videos and recording, that's money that can be made back. Yeah. You buy them Balenci's.
You scuffed them shits one time.
As soon as you put them motherfuckers on the ground, the value is not the same no more.
Nah, man.
Nah, it's big that you say that, bro, because I feel like a lot of times people are so focused on the image more than like the product. Yeah. What helps you even make the image better. So you got the right mindset for sure. I wanna ask you, what do you think has changed most in your music over the years?
Man, it's not even just in music, in the world. I feel like acceptance, everything is accepted now. Yeah. Back then it was like, "Oh, you can't do that," or "If you do this, you're gonna get looked at like that." But like now it's like, just be yourself, and people are like gravitating towards that more now. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me, am I wrong? Like, rappers used to be like, "These R&B niggas are soft" back in the day, and now rappers are singing. Yeah. Like
a lot.
And that's like, and that's cool to me. You know what I'm saying? That's like, it shows growth to me in the industry. People are willing to be more vulnerable, and actually as an artist show that, like, you know.
I think with music now, people are, like you said, they can just do what they want. Yeah. And people will respect it as creativity. Like, you're not gonna knock a rapper who sings and raps. It's like, nah, he's not soft. He's just hella talented.
Yeah, exactly.
Let him rock. Let him do what he's doing. Sorry to go back, but you said something that kind of caught me. You said that you dropped out of school. I want to know what made you like take that leap like that.
It was a leap. I'm glad you said it like that too, because it was a leap. Nonetheless, I was doing well in school, man. I was doing real well in school. I went to Hastings College. It was one of the most top performing schools in the nation. Yeah. But I actually went there instead of UCLA because I was fucking up in school, in high school. And so instead of getting a track scholarship to UCLA, I had to take an NAIA scholarship and go all the way to Nebraska. Mm-hmm. And so I just made the most out of it. You know, I was doing well in track, really well, went to nationals, all that. But like, I got hurt, I got ineligible. You know what I'm saying? Stuff started slipping. My coach ended up leaving, and I felt like I was coaching my track team as a sophomore. I had no one pushing me, and I was just like, I'd rather just go home and do what I want. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I've never been a fan of college, but the reason why I went to college is because I got a scholarship, a 4-hour scholarship for track, which is cool. But even then, like, I felt like I was even wasting money because I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do when I was in college. I was like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I'm gonna pick a subject and do this shit for the rest of my life. I ended up majoring in journalism. I hated it. Like I told you, I'm a writer, but I had no voice in it. I was writing what they wanted me to write about. I switched to communications. I hated it. Had no voice in it like I wanted to. Switched to ad PR. It was cool, but like, I was like, man, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. Yeah. So I ended up going back home, and here we are.
Nah, it's funny that you said that because I went to school and I think it wasn't until like my senior year where I kind of figured out like, oh, like I want to do radio. But like all that time, like I was in school for almost 5 to 6 years because I was at Howard. I left and then I went to JUCO for a little while.
Yeah.
I played college football, so it was like dealing with all that shit. But then it was like, even when I transferred back out here, I went to CISA and I was like, fuck, I really don't know what I want to do. And I'd be like, what the? I'd be like, motherfuckers will have you go to school, but at the same time, you're in college. Some motherfuckers go to college at 17, like I did.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know what you want to do when you're 17. How you picking a major?
How?
It's impossible. You're just like, some people, granted, do know what they want to do, and I like applaud them. But like me, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. When I went to college, I was a computer science major, but I didn't want to do computer science, and I knew that.
Yeah.
But that really was just because I thought it sounded cool.
It sounded cool. Yeah. Really, I was picking this. Honestly, like, I feel like a lot of people do this. I know it's not just me, but I felt like I picked something that was like not that hard. Like, I wasn't gonna go to college and be a biology major.
Yeah.
One, because I know that was gonna kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could have did it. I like biology, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that.
Tops.
But that's why, like I'm saying, I was a writer, so I was like, let me just journalism. But I know that's not what I wanted to do. I was doing sports journalism, taking down stats, like the games, and it was cool.
Yeah. It's like, but it's not really. I mean, that's one of the doper things about life. You have the time, especially while you're young, to try different things and figure out what you like.
Yeah, of course. And figure out what you don't like.
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
Exactly.
Just do not do what you don't like.
Exactly.
Y'all hear me, kids? Don't do what you don't fucking like to do.
So I want to ask you, what's next for you? New project, videos, tour? You just dropped a new project, so probably not a new project, but what's next?
I just dropped a new project, man. That mood record that I sent you, the video I sent you, I dropped that before the project came out. It was on the project. Then I dropped Dope in the Booth, the music video. That's on the project. Then I dropped that 3 weeks ago. Then a week ago, I dropped Gucci, which is a second track on the project. I'm dropping 5011, which is actually on this Thursday upcoming. Then I'm dropping New Drip, the music video. I got a couple more videos this year dropping. Going crazy. I'm at 12 right now. We finna hit 15 at least, yeah.
So this is like my famous question on the show. I like to ask everybody, if you could pick yourself to be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
Damn. I would say an eagle, man. I've always wanted to fly, bro. Always wanted wings. Always wanted to fly.
The bird is the one that I get the most. Because everyone says they want to be free. They want to be able to fly and travel and see what they want to see.
Yeah, man. Do what I want to do and not have any restraints like holding me down. Like, because if I'm a fish, I can't go anywhere but the ocean.
Yeah. You know I'll be saying a shark, but then I'm low-key switching it up because I'm like, man, sharks just, all you can do is go in the ocean. You can't never touch the land.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I feel that. And for my final question, I want to ask you, what advice can you give to a younger artist who's trying to get into the game of making music?
Man, do it. When I first started rapping, making music, all that, people kept telling me there's too many artists, too many rappers. Everybody wants to do this. Everybody wants to do that. Nah, if you want to do something, go do it. Go do it. And do it to your best ability. Don't let up. Don't hold back. Don't give it half-ass nothing. Go do it. Like, man, you can literally manifest anything, bro. It's crazy. This life shit's crazy.
Off tops, bro. And once again, man, I want to say thank you for coming. Can you get the people, tell them the name of the project, tell them where it's at, tell them your Instagram, all that shit before we get out of here, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all go get that For the Record album on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, all that. Hashtag For the Record. Type that in anywhere. It'll pop up instantly. My name is DNA Picasso. You can follow me at anywhere, Instagram, Twitter, DNA Picasso, DNA Picasso. Yeah, let's get it.
Appreciate you coming through, bro.
My brother, I appreciate you, bro.